Hallo, Katrin here with European Paper Crafts in the US. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I'm very glad you're here. So today I have some fun summer cards for you. So let's get started. So for today's video, I worked with this beautiful card making kit, and it is called Forever Pals. It is by the Paper Tree, and it has die cuts and background papers. And we're gonna start with the add-ons. So in this card making kit, you're gonna get card blanks, so 5 white envelopes, and then you're also gonna get 5 card blanks in the colors that match perfectly the paper kit. You're also gonna get a sheet of double adhesive foam pads, and you're gonna get a bag of a sampler with little sequins that also match the colors in this beautiful kit. And then the kit itself, it has 8 die cut sheets. So these are beautiful die cut sheets. Actually, it's cardstock, 300 GSM for those of you that look for that. And we have all these beautiful toppers, and we have sentiments. So I'm going to go through these. There are 8 of these sheets. All you have to do is punch them out, and in different shapes, squares and circles and smaller squares. There are corners too, that because you can also punch out these corners. We got all kinds of sayings here, and everywhere you see these beautiful summer designs. We got this girl with her pretty summer dress, the summer flowers, so gorgeous, and all of it just to punch out and make many cards. There is even a border here. We got different shapes. This one here is unusual, but I turned that into a card. You will see that in a moment. It just reminds me of summer, and I really love the scooter here. Look at this beautiful die cut. Yeah, very nice just to push out. And then you also have 8 background papers, and these are just as pretty with the same beautiful flowers and all the summery colors. Here is a lilac stripe. Got these gorgeous flowers in the turned up umbrella. There are borders you can cut out with the pretty girl. There is a white polka dot on a pink background. There are butterflies on a yellow and white stripe, and then beautiful bicycles. So this is the entire pack, and again, you're going to get 8 die cut sheets. You're going to get 8 background papers. You're going to get 5 card blanks and envelopes, a bag of mixed sequins, a sheet of double-sided foam pads, and all that is actually a value pack for $11.95. So all that, many cards for less than $12. Now let's see what I have created. So I tried to make some fun cards with this paper pack. So my first one is a square card, and it is rather large. So let's look at the dimensions. It is 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. Now, I didn't have a card that is this big, so I created this card myself. Basically, what this is I just used a background, a sheet 8.5 by 11. I cut out this square, white square of 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. I added this beautiful foil paper, also from Michaels. Here comes one of the papers from the die cut sheet, and then I added a little bit of acetate, almost like a belly band, but when you turn it around, you don't see it because I covered it up. So the belly band, this is just a piece of acetate that I scored on both sides so that it wraps around my card, and then I glued it to the back, but it is hidden because on the back I also glued a piece of the beautiful paper that comes in the pack. I added a white panel where I can write my sentiment, and then you just need to cut out a square paper, score it in half, and add one of the halves, glue it to the card. I also, you can see, cut off just a sliver here, and now what happens is it stands. See how beautiful? So this is a perfect card for a birthday, or you know, a pretty card that somebody can put on their mantelpiece and keep it there for a while. So you can see, very simple. I used just 3 of the many sequins that come, and the only other thing that I have added is this beautiful dragonfly, and that comes from the Little Birdies dragonflies. These are cute 3D embellishments that have been glittered, and they are adhesive, so all you have to do is just pop them on your card. Yeah, this is my first card, and I think it came out all right. Okay, let's see next. What I have created here is a double stepper. So let's see. I started off with a card blank. Again, this is, let me see what this one is. This is a 6.5 by 6.5 card blank. And then what I have done here, I cut out the middle panel. So now I have 2 flaps, right? So this was actually a regular card. I cut out a strip from the middle. Now I have this opening, and then I folded the card so that I have a double stepper. And you know, hold these steppers with these embellishments that I have put on foam tabs. So very simple. All you have to do is go ahead and score your panels now where you want them to be. And there are really no measurements. You just try it out how you like it. And then you just add them at different, those stoppers, you add them at a different height of your card. And that way, this is how your card sits. Again, I think it sits nicely on a mantelpiece. And I have used 2 of these embellishments. And where you can see down here on my lower half of this panel, I added some metallic paper just to offset the embellishment. And then of course on the inside of the card, I have now added one of these beautiful papers and just one of these glitter borders, and now I'm done. And your message can go, of course, on the back. But this, I think, is so much fun. Now, if you wonder about these strips, these beautiful borders, I have many in my store, and I just want to show you a few and how they come. So they come mostly in silver and in gold. I do have some other colors as well. So you could have just glitter lines in silver and gold like these. They come in different width. We have also holographic ones. It's the same one, but in holographic. Very glittery. We also have micro glitter borders. Very glittery. And then these are swirled borders here that also come in holographic or even see-through. So that way they take on the color of your background. So these are available in my shop, and I will link them below. You will see them in every video that I make. I use these to finish off my cards because they're just gorgeous and they last you a long time. And here is just one of the gold holographic borders, and I added a little butterfly. I punched it with my punch. Here's another one. So here's my second card, but there's more. Then I made another stepper card, and this comes from a regular A2 card blank. And all you do, so this is your regular A2 card blank, what you do is you just score a line right there in the middle, and then you can pick up your stepper and add something to hold it in place. Very, very quick, but I think they look so cute. So what I have done here is I used a little bit of this beautiful butterfly paper. My stopper is Have a Beautiful Day. Like I said, I just went ahead and scored this part, added one piece of this rose metallic paper. This is Michaels has these packs now, 8.5 by 11, in all these different metallic colors, and I got them not in all colors, but I got the rose and the silver and the gold for sure. And here I added one of these beautiful unusual panels. So I'm not sure what I would call it, but it looks beautiful size-wise on this A2 card. And then in the end, I just added a little bit of stickles on this cute scooter, and then just 3 of the sequins, and that makes my card. Another stepper card. Then next I have this fun fold card. Again, I started off with a regular A2 size card. What I did is I cut off this time half of the first panel, so that when I open it, I only have this half. But then I added a strip of, and you can see this is basically the strip of paper that I have added here to this part, and then I folded it in half. So it's almost a card in a card. So you can open it from here, and this is where your message would go. And then you can open it here, and there is another message hidden behind this panel. And then so actually before I added this panel, I now added the panel for the entire card space, so that I could hide where I was gluing this card. I don't know if that makes sense, but that card sits behind this panel here. Yeah, and then one of these sentiments, and I framed it with the paper that I had out. So this all comes from the pack. And here is my beautiful bicycle. And yeah, and then I have, oh, actually, you can see it here. This is where I hid this piece. I added it to the front, not to the back. I'm sorry. I added it to the front. You could add it to the back if you want to. And then just added another panel from this pretty paper, and this is how it's hidden. Yeah, and then just a little bit, that's just a scrap that I had left from one of my sticker sheets. And here is your card. But your message, if you want to write a personal message, would go right in here. So very cute. I think a fun card that has a little interaction for the recipient. And then for my last 2 cards, I just continued having fun folds. So again, here is the A2 card. This one is actually from the paper pack. This is one of these beautiful summer green cards. Also A2. What I did is this time, so this is the card, right? I scored it right here in half and flipped it back, so it's like a Z fold, right? And I have this pretty girl here. This is the die cut. I added one of my doilies that I can punch out. I have a large punch like that, but you don't really need it. You could just use this beautiful topper. And then, yeah, you open it up. And again, I was hiding a message here. Thanks for being someone special, that came from the pack. I punched it out. It was already cut, but I think it was a square one, which I punched now into a round one. You could leave it square, and it's hidden by my panel. And then I've finished it off with some sequins. But the paper and the colors are just yelling summer to me. They're just so, so beautiful. And then here is my last card, and this is also a stepper card. And of course, I had to use this beautiful scooter. I was in love with this image. Just gorgeous. That is summer to me as well. And look at all these beautiful flowers here in a basket. And I made one more stepper card. So again, I used a square card blank. This one is a smaller one. This one is 5.5 by 5.5. So scored it in the middle and then just put a little stopper here. Lots of hugs. And there is one of the beautiful papers. And I really liked how this has some, movement in here. There, of course, is our scooter again. And then here we go. This is how it sits on the table. And also this border here, you can see is the same rose color cardstock that I have used on my other cards. So this is the same cardstock, and I just cut off a little bit of a border. So if you don't have borders, you can always cut yourself some, especially if you have specialty paper like this beautiful mirror paper here, or if you have glitter paper. And then lots of hugs. I added a little bit of, I edged it with my inks, so it looks a little bit rugged. And lots of hugs, of course, with the beautiful flowers. Just makes sense to me. And before we close, there is a second version, and this one here is called Summer Shores, and this has a beach feel or tropical feel. It also has the card blanks, it has sequins, it has the same ingredients, just different. It's a different color scheme, and it has these tropical flowers and beaches, and also 8 die cut sheets and 8 papers, and you can see them on my website, so I will link them below. Here are the 6 cards again that I have created for today's video with this beautiful summer card making kit. I hope you liked them and you got inspired. If so, I would appreciate if you give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and share this video with your crafty friends and family. That would really help my channel. But this is all I have for you today. Thank you for spending the time with me. Please stay or get well, and happy crafting. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.